Hey friend, welcome back. If you saw the last video, you know we talked about how your 60s might not be the end, but actually the most powerful beginning of your life. But there's something we didn't talk about yet, something that's been silently sabotaging people like us for decades. Today, I'm revealing the three biggest lies society tells us about aging and how these lies might be stopping you from everything you were born to be. This isn't just information, this is liberation. If you're ready to break free and rewrite the rules, stay with me. Because by the end of this video, you won't see your age the same ever again. And hey, let me know in the comments where you're tuning in from. I'm reading every single one. Is it US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, United Kingdom? We are building a global community of people who are just getting started. And if this video resonates with you, please like, subscribe, and share. It helps more people over 50 and 60 and beyond find this message and rise. So here's the first lie they tell us. It's too late to start. How many of us have heard this from our own thoughts, our families, or society? Because I know I kept telling myself the same thing over and over again. It shows up in subtle ways. You should have done that in your 30s. You're too old to learn something new. Leave that to the young ones. But let me ask you something. Who made up that rule? Who decided that our dreams have an expiration date? Imagine if Colonel Sanders had believed that. Imagine if Laura Ingalls Wilder had given up. Or the thousands of others who had stepped into their purpose after 60. And here's the truth. The older you are, the more powerfully you can start. Because now you're starting with clarity, not confusion. With experience, not guesswork. You're not starting from scratch. Like I said, you're starting from wisdom. Let me tell you about Sylvia from France. She was a retired math teacher in her 60s. She walked into a robotics workshop just out of curiosity. And 1 year later, she was teaching seniors how to code. And she finally said, I felt 30 again, not because I looked younger, but because I felt useful again. That's huge. That's what purpose does. It restores your energy and reclaims your time. Lie number 2, you don't have anything to offer anymore. What a destructive lie. We live in a world obsessed with new, young, new trends, new tech, new voices. But the world is quietly starving for somebody older, deeper, richer. Let me break it down so you understand. Younger people have speed, but you have judgment. They chase the trend. You see right through it. They react, you respond. You have something most people today are desperately lacking. Discernment. That is rare. That is needed. That is valuable. Do you know what the modern world is missing most? It's missing calm in a storm. It's missing patience in pressure. And who has lived through more storms than you or I? Economic crashes, family crisis, loss, burnout, reinvention. You name it, you've done it. Let me share another small story with you from Germany. Henrik, 61, had worked in logistics for decades. When Europe faced a massive shipping crisis, they didn't call a 25-year-old consultant. They called Henrik. And why did they call him? Because he knew the system. He walked the warehouse floors. He knew every failure point. He did just solve it. He redesigned it. You think you don't have anything new to offer? The truth is, you have what the world forgot it needed. And now for the most common and maybe most dangerous lie. You should slow down and retire. Now listen, there is nothing wrong with rest. You deserve peace. You deserve time to breathe. But what if retirement doesn't mean disappearing? What if slowing down doesn't mean stopping? We were sold a story, work 40 years, retire, then fade away. But what if that story is outdated, just like so many other things? What if the most meaningful work of your life is just beginning? Sandra, who's 65, retired as a principal in Canada. During the pandemic, she saw thousands of kids falling behind. And what did she do? She launched an online tutoring program that connected retired teachers with struggling students. Over 1,800 teachers joined her. She said, I feel more alive now than I have in 20 years because being needed is energizing, because contribution is healing, Your value isn't tied to your job title. It's tied to your presence, your story, your service. You are not meant to disappear. You're meant to rise. We all are. There's something even deeper I want to touch on. Mental expiry bias. This is the invisible belief that our value declines with age, that our time is up, that we're no longer relevant. But you know what? You're not a carton of milk. You don't have an expiration date. You're not a smartphone with an outdated OS. You are a living, evolving, expanding soul. You don't expire, you expand. The only thing that expires is the belief that you have to do everything by 40. So today, I'm inviting you to delete that mental expiration date. You're not too late. You're right on time. So let's take a little recap. It is not too late to start. You have so much to offer. Retirement is not the end. It might be your rebirth, your chapter 2, your new beginning, to do what you want to do on your own terms and your own way. Now it's your turn. In the comments below, tell me, what is one thing you believed you were too old for, but now you realize you can do? Let's rewrite these lies together. And if this message resonated with you, like, comment, and share this video with someone who needs it, because there are so many people out there that really need it and they feel lost. So please share it with them. Share it with someone who believed the lie for way too long. And subscribe, because in the next video, we're going even deeper. We're going to explore the global crisis of purpose after 60 and how people like you are the answer the world has been waiting for. And remember, your age is not your limitation. It's your leverage. This is your second act. Let's make it the most powerful act of our whole life. I'll see you in the next one.